In today's video, and for a first on our channel, we're going to be pitting two eyewear wardrobes against each other. Here I am in Switzerland, where I'm delivering two custom orders to two different clients. One who's actually visiting from Brazil. And in each order, we took two very different paths, very different design choices, completely different frames, completely different lenses. So we're going to be exploring which one might be the best option for your new eyewear wardrobe. So hi, I'm Robert, Style and Vision Consultant at the Spectacle Factory, but here in Switzerland, specifically Basel, where I flew in last night, walked to my hotel, and for the entire walk, which was about a 10-kilometer walk, I was wearing my new Adaptive Sun sunglasses. These are the Leo by Le Curie, handmade in Japan from titanium and, in my case, yellow gold, but you can get them in white gold as well, with custom Zeiss Adaptive Sun lenses in green and ruby. Basel is a particularly green city, and that was immediately apparent as soon as I stepped off the plane. And particularly the area around my hotel on the River Rhone was beautiful and green. And green lenses like this are ideal in green environments. I have to say that maybe stylistically, whilst these are suited to an urban environment, a city environment like I'm in now, maybe not so suited to a more country environment. And these would definitely not be my number one choice for like an everyday all-round pair of sunglasses, but they are great as part of a collection. And they give me something completely different to anything else I have. But that stands as a perfect example for how when you're building an eyewear wardrobe, you're thinking of combinations of glasses, how a particular pair fits into your collection of eyewear. And that's what this video is all about, because we're off to Zurich, where we're going to be meeting the clients. I'm going to be unveiling their new eyewear to them live on camera, so you'll get their real life reactions. And we're going to be talking through the thought process that went into designing those two pairs of glasses for each client. So I've got a train to catch, and I'll see you in Zurich.
The train ride to Zurich was predictably spectacular, through the Swiss countryside, and my Adaptive Sun lenses again were an ideal companion. You can really see here how they made the view even clearer and even more picturesque, if that were possible. But the magic of Adaptive Sun is how they vary to the light conditions, and that's what makes them so much better than an ordinary pair of sunglasses. So for example, when we needed to head into a tunnel, and there were many along the route, as you can imagine, I was still able to see. My visibility was absolutely fine. You see these lenses adjust between a very usable 75% gradient tint and a 97% solid tint in the brightest sun. And as I stepped off the train at Zurich, I was greeted by the brightest sun and a view even more incredible. You see, Zurich overlooks a lake with crystal clear water, and on the far side of that lake, you have the view of the Alps in the distance. But after enjoying the view, it was time to meet up with our first client.
So I'm here with Francois in Zurich, overlooking the incredible city and even the Alps in the distance. And I've been down by the lake where you have the most incredible scenic views here. Francois is going to be opening up his new glasses. We've got one pair of the new Industrial Springe collection, and the pair that he's most excited for, the Robert Laroche sunglasses, which is what we first discussed, wasn't it, initially? So which pair would you like to start with?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe let's start with the industrial one, I'd say. Already looks stunning. Wow.
I hope so.
Nice.
So you've got the 50% Sweet Violet, my favourite lens tint in the world, with the ruby flash coating to finish them off.
Wow, the ruby flash coating really looks nice in the sun too, I have to say. They fit very well as well already.
I knew they would.
It works surprisingly well, you know, to dim down the sunlight a little bit, to make it a bit more pleasant, I would say. It's really nice, and I really like the way that the colors look as well. You know, it's just like I would have expected, I would say.
I love the contrast between like a slightly tinted lens and a minimalistic frame. I just think there's something really cool about that, rather than the whole glasses being dark.
Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean.
So what was your thinking behind choosing this tint? Like, where does it fit into your eyewear wardrobe?
You know, I saw it in your videos, and I always kind of liked the, you know, how it looked, you know, the Sweet Violet tint. But I never could imagine how it would look when you look through it. And then I saw your video that was about when you look through it, how it looks. And I felt like it was really pleasant, and this is the color that I preferred the most of the tints you were showing off in the video.
And do you get the feel, looking through it, the same as what you expected from the video?
Yeah, definitely.
Be honest, don't
No,
worry,
you know, I'm really being honest here. You know, definitely looks exactly like in the video, I have to say. Maybe even better, actually. I mean, for sure not worse.
I love it for architecture like this, where you've got stonework that's like slightly aged, because I feel like it makes the stonework look newer.
Absolutely right, yeah. It makes it look more modern as well. That's nice.
Yeah.
You know, I like the building already without the tint, but with the tint I like it even more. The flash coating, I think there you really helped me because I was not sure which one to choose. I have to say, you know, in hindsight it was the right choice because it really looks awesome, I think. And I feel like it also fits very well with the silver color of the you know, of the frame as well, I have to say.
Definitely. Silver frames with ruby is something that I recommend a lot. In fact, even gold frames like I'm wearing.
Yeah, I can
with
imagine,
ruby.
definitely.
Should we move on to the main event?
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
So it's really, really, really hot here in Zurich. Really hot. And
Yeah.
we've been in bright sunlight and Francois has been very patient in
Yes,
trying
I
on
will.
his new sunglasses.
I mean,
So.
with this tint it works fine, right? So.
Yeah, the sweet violet's okay, but wait till you try
Yeah,
these.
I was thinking so. Wow, you know, just from opening it, the blue color is stunning, I have to say, personally.
It's such a beautiful deep blue, isn't it?
Wow.
And with the sapphire flash. That was something we debated, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
If
I
I
remember
remember.
I was not sure if I should go, for example, with a blue tint.
The other client that's going to be featured in this video
Yeah.
went for the blue adaptive sun.
Oh, interesting, okay.
But I think as your main pair of sunglasses, the brown is more suitable for really bright conditions like this.
Absolutely, that was also actually the reason that I chose, I have to say, brown in the end, because I remember you mentioning in your videos that brown is making everything look a bit, you know, warmer. It was a good idea to pick a frame that is a bit bigger because it protects me more from the sun. This was
Well-
also one of my reasons for choosing this frame, actually.
I was just going to make that point actually.
Oh, I'm sorry for stealing your point there.
You read my mind. Because obviously this video is all about the reason for the choices, and the other client actually picked an acetate frame for his sunglass, although a crystal one. But yeah, I think for like a pure sunglass, a bold acetate frame, it does help with light permeating around, or preventing light from permeating around the edges.
I really like it. How does it look with the flash coating as well?
Really good.
Looks good.
So it just makes them more multi-dimensional in the sense that, you know, they look different from different angles, and that's one of the reasons that I love flash coatings. I'm glad you picked a flash coating on both pairs.
Yeah, I also really like the look of it, and I think especially since, you know, it's like a blue flash coating, it looks really nice, I feel like, with the blue frame as well. I like the blue color of the frame much more than I thought I would, which is even nicer.
It's a very understated blue, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And Robert Laroche is a very understated brand and very underrated as well. I actually walked past a store here in Zurich that had them and I was shocked. It's the first time I've ever seen them in another store.
Wow. We also put a gradient tint in it
That's right.
for the brown.
Well, in the bright sun, the whole lens will darken, so it actually does lose the gradient somewhat.
Ah, I see.
When you step back inside, the gradient will be a little bit more obvious.
Okay.
But it's always 25% at the bottom, so it's not like going completely clear, because I think that would be too abrupt.
Yeah.
So I think you'll find it's a really nice gradient on them.
I can imagine, I mean, at least it's like, as you mentioned, that it's 25 on the bottom, then at least it's like a more smoother gradient and I really don't notice it as much. That's really nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that on camera.
Perfect. You're welcome.
I hope you're really happy with these new additions to your eyewear wardrobe.
Yes, I definitely am, and thanks for coming here to Switzerland to bring me them. I mean, it's even better than getting them in the post, and it's a lot more personal, right? So.
Day 2 here in Zurich. Didn't get quite so lucky with the weather today, and I'll wear my adaptive sun lenses pretty much all the time, but maybe not when it rains. So the raincoat's back on, the Reykjavik Eyes glasses are back on, and I'm here at the Landers Museum where I'm meeting our second client. Juliano,
There you go.
good to see you.
Good to see you, Albert.
It's your turn.
You know, I'm so happy.
Me too. So we're going to unbox them one at a time. We can do it in whichever order you like. So which pair would you like to start with?
Reykjavik Eyes.
Open them up for me.
I already love it. Can I try this on?
Yeah.
Yo,
People
yeah.
tell me with Reykjavik Eyes that even though I talk about how light they are,
So light, man.
they're still
It's
surprised.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Wow.
How do they feel to wear?
Where are my glasses? Yes, I can't even feel them. They're so light, so comfy. Yes,
How's the clarity of your vision?
perfect. Perfect.
So, you,
Much, much better. I'm serious. Yes, yes, much
better.
Yeah.
well, that's also thanks to the Smart Life lenses. And that's something you have in common with the other client as well. Both of you had Smart Life.
What about the tint?
the tint? So
Yes.
we went with pistachio, didn't we, to
Yeah.
match to the green frame. It's suitable for wearing all the time,
Yes.
even at night time.
Wow.
So in the video yesterday, he had sweet violet lenses, which is more of like a, I don't want to say specialised, but you couldn't wear it as like your only
Yeah.
tint, because it's like 50%, it's twice as dark as that.
Yeah, I know.
This is much more of an everyday tint, and this is your first ever pair of real prescription glasses,
Yes,
isn't
the
it?
first one. Yes.
Because your Passols were sunglasses,
Yes.
right? And then converted to prescription
Converted,
as like
yes.
a temporary thing.
Yeah.
So, well, congratulations on your first pair of glasses.
Wow. I really love it, man.
It's kind of like looking at my own glasses because I have the same.
Yeah. I'm an ear, nose, throat doctor there in Brazil, so I believe it's gonna help me so much. Yes.
I imagine that involves quite long shifts sometimes.
Yeah.
It's the life of a doctor, right?
Yeah.
So I deal with a lot of clinicians, and Reykjavik Eyes is a great brand for them because you just forget about them.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to worry about your glasses all day. You never have to worry about breaking it. You never have to worry about it being uncomfortable. You can just focus on your job, and that's what this pair is for.
Perfect.
But still with a bit of style.
Yeah. Yes.
You agree?
Appreciate that so much.
Awesome. Shall we try the Gaston?
Okay.
So this is our like maybe a little bit more serious pair, you know, more practical pair.
Yeah.
This is your fun pair.
Wow.
Yeah, the packaging for Gas is really good, isn't it?
Wow. So cool.
So the idea, of course, with this combination is you have something like really quirky, fun, exciting, a little bit crazy, and then something that's a little bit more easy to wear.
Yes.
So that's why we went for the blue adaptive sun in this one with the crystal.
It's another perspective. So
Totally is, isn't it? On a sad day like today, the blue is actually quite nice, isn't it? It makes everything look a little bit brighter.
A little bit brighter, yeah. So good.
But then when you're back in Brazil, the lens is going to go super dark,
Yeah.
up to 97%, so you've got a good pair of sunglasses.
But you know, I can use them when I'm out, disregarding the sunshine. The sun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is a second pair of glasses as well.
Yes.
And that was the whole point behind this design choice. So the client yesterday, he went for the brown adaptive sun with a sapphire flash, and that was more of like a real sunglass, more of like a pure sunglass.
Okay.
But because this is the start of your collection, we wanted the most versatility possible.
Yes.
So this is like a hybrid. It's kind of like sunglasses and it's kind of like tinted glasses.
Perfect.
So you really have all bases covered from the two pairs.
Okay.
Until we, you know, continue to build on it, of course.
Perfect. Oh man.
And the gold inlay looks beautiful from the side
yes.
as well. We tied that in with an amber flash coating on the lenses. I think
yes.
it all just works really well. That's what the flash coating is all about, is like bringing the frame and the lens together. I can't wait for you to actually try them in the sun though.
Yes.
They'll be super dark.
I'm also yes. Wow.
So I
Everybody's
think that's
gonna love it. I'm so sure. Yes.
What do you think of the choices now that you've seen them actually in real life?
Yes. Your recommendations were perfect. I really appreciate it, Robert. Yes. I'm so happy. I'm serious. So happy. Thank
I'm
you.
happy too.
Yes, man.
Thanks, Juliano.
Appreciate it.
Cool, good choices.
Cool. Yes.
So we finished our journey back where it started at Basel Airport. I'm about to head home. And this has actually been a really interesting trip to meet two completely different clients who both made amazing choices in their eyewear, but from two completely different perspectives and approaches, totally different choices in their glasses and their sunglasses, of course. And to compare and contrast how those glasses matched against their personality, which is what I'm always saying is what it's all about. I thought Juliano's Reykjavik Eyes pair was such a solid choice. Like, you can't go wrong with those glasses in any situation, any occasion. But on the other hand, those fused glasses with the sweet violet tint, they were something special. And when it comes to the sunglasses, you know, I can see a use case for both pairs. After all, I have adaptive sun lenses in all four colours, the brown, grey, green and the blue. They all have their pros and their cons. But what do you think? Which eyewear wardrobe did you prefer, and what would you do differently? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. And of course, subscribe for more of the best eyewear content on the internet. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye bye.